Pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing to start the drive. Morris. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And they work this right upfield across the 45. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And the next-gen stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 19 miles an hour. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's get off the field. Check.
A give. This is Chubb. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 44. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Chubb on the counter. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
To throw is Morris on 3rd and 2. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Big completion there on 3rd and short. Keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and you know me, I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early in the down and distance count.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Morris. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Browns. Anthony Schwartz with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Burrow on play action. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They're going for it. This is Harris. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Backed up where they were on this side of the field. That was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Burrow looking to pass. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dive. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. And here's Hunter. Nice wonder now. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Chubb running right. Runs over it. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Third and 11, and some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. Burrow will throw.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And that one not going to have enough height on it. Down around his feet, it's incomplete.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. Oh, that really would have been something to see, but he's denied by the framework.
Do you remember seeing David Akers in Green Bay a few years ago on opening day? Yep. He had a 63-yarder to end the half, hit the crossbar, and go over. So sometimes it works for you, and sometimes it works against you.
And this time, it's against. A give running right is Chubb. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
57, Mike, 57.
Off the play fake, Morris. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Schwartz
with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going.
There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive. And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go play action with Burrow. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A first throw for the backup, Haskins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
This is taken at about the 14. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 55 rushing yards on the ground for him so far. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. A final shot before break. Morris. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the 2nd half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
dozes past him. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year. With the Bengals coming out on top, so they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, Haskins. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Harris. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go play action with Haskins. Rolling to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Haskins. Open man is Uzama. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Haskins. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Harris. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
52's the mark, boys. 52.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. Oh, he bowls over it. And down inside the 15 he goes. 40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. They hand this off to Harris. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Najee Harris with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bengals are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Back now here on EA Sports. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He finds his man, complete. It's Glover. And he is going to have a Browns first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. Trucks over him. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 69 yards rushing forward to the ball game now on 14 carries.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Got an open man. It's Schwartz. They find some open field here. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position. And that was special there.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Isabella now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins to throw.
Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for Cincinnati.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Haskins. He gets it complete to Harris. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. They go play action now. Haskins. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Haskins throw taken in here by Jackson. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Haskins back to the air. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
He finds his man complete. It's Glover. And some room to maneuver. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Isabella now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Second and 10.
Play action. Haskins steps away. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Haskins. He's going to let it fly. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 33.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And again, it's Chubb. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. A give. This is Chubb. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Here's Jamie Gillen now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. They'll run on first down. Harris shedding the tackle, and he's got room. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they...